now is little Chris.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Perfect. I'm very well, thank you. have you grown up, little Chris?
Yeah, just a bit.
Just a bit. You're now 22?
Yes.
Crazy. And you started out at 16. Well, you were in rock. How old were you when you were in rock school?
I auditioned for it when I was 14 and we filmed it when I was 15.
Wow. So you've been in the spotlight since 15.
Yeah.
Crazy times.
Yeah.
And now you're in a musical called Loserville, where behind the scenes right now, this is a cool set, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the motherboard of a computer.
So let's talk about Loserville. How did you get involved?
Well, I got an email off my agent saying that Loserville the Musical had got in touch with them and wanted me to come and audition. So I thought, sounds good. James Bourne from Busted. I've not done a musical before. It was one of my dreams when I was back in school. It was something that I always hoped I'd be able to do. So yeah, I took the opportunity, went to the audition, and they ended up casting me. So here I am.
Cool. And what was the audition process like? Was it quite nerve-wracking?
It was nerve-wracking for me because I didn't really know what I was doing. I didn't know what I had to do to audition.
Yeah.
So I just turned up to this place and stood there, and there was, 10, 11 people sat watching me, sort of judging me, and yeah, I didn't realise that the musical was in American accents. So when I turned up, I started reading the script in an English accent, and they were like, "Well, no, it's American." So then I started doing an Australian accent because I sort of forgot how to do an American one, and yeah, I sort of went through all these different embarrassing things, and
no.
they obviously didn't mind. So and then I sang, and that was about it, really.
Cool. And was there quite a lot of stages throughout the audition process, or was it quite straightforward?
For the casting people and I suppose creatives involved, there's a lot to do. But for me, I auditioned once and then had a recall, and that was it for me. So
that's not bad.
No, so I was pretty lucky. But I suppose there's lots of people in the ensemble and dancers that had to go through loads of auditions.
Yeah.
Some people went to a lot more.
Cool. So let's talk about Loserville. What can you tell us about your character?
I play a guy called Francis, who's 17. He's at school. He has three best friends, Michael, Lucas, and Marvin, who are all sci-fi geeks. They like Star Trek, and Lucas is actually writing a book called Galaxy Battles, and we're all just geeks. We hang out in a garage while our best friend Michael tries to break the code for the first email to be sent ever.
Can you relate to your character at all? Would you say you're a bit of a geek?
Yeah, I can be. I can be a little bit of a geek sometimes. I do sort of have my geeky tendencies, but Francis is a much more, how do I say it, like, he's more over the top geek, he's a very obvious geek, and he's like, yeah, a bit of a weirdo, really.
He's trying his best, poor Francis, isn't he?
Yeah.
Not really having any luck with the ladies until the end, but I won't spoil it for you guys who come along and watch Loserville. So what's your favourite part in the musical? What do you like the most?
I don't know, favourite part? It's probably the opening scene when we sing a song called Don't Let 'Em Bring You Down, and we all sort of get together to try and motivate Michael into carrying on working on the codes for the computers, because he lost 2 years worth of work, and it's basically just us trying to pick him up. And I like the song, and
you like the message behind it?
Yeah, I do.
Cool. So is acting something you've always wanted to pursue from a younger age? Because obviously we saw you in rock school and you were singing and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I've always been one for loads of plans. I've always got a plan. I'm always thinking of ideas of things I want to do. So when I was younger, sort of 14, 15, when I was taking drama classes and stuff like that, and doing GCSE drama, I've sort of fancied myself as being an actor. I wanted to be an actor. So when rock school came along, I saw that as an opportunity to maybe get myself somewhere.
Yeah.
So obviously I like my music as well, but I sort of thought, well, maybe that'll get me the opportunity to maybe perform.
Exactly, and it did, didn't it?
Yeah, and it did. Yeah. It worked out.
Well, let's talk about your music career. You released your first single called Checking It Out. back in 2006, which
Yeah.
went to number 3 in the charts.
Yeah.
So how was that for you? It's such a big achievement at such a young age as well.
It was. It didn't feel like that back then. I suppose I was a lot more blasé about it because I didn't quite understand. I did understand, but not the level. You don't understand until later.
Yeah.
When you start thinking about it, you think, oh my God, like A-list on Radio 1 and yeah, #1 video on the box and stuff like that. And the only two artists in front of me stopping me from getting to #1 was the Scissor Sisters and the Killers. So
Can't compete with those two. So it's all right to be number 3, isn't it?
exactly, and it was above Lily Allen, so I was happy about that.
Yeah, definitely. Now, after that single, you released 2 other singles, and they didn't do quite well, which is a shame, because they were quite cool tunes. So
Yeah.
what do you think happened?
I don't know. I thought they were really good, but I suppose that's just how it works. You get hits, and then some don't hit quite
It's
so
a
good.
tough market, isn't it? Especially when you're competing at such a young age, and
Yeah,
how
that's
it
it.
was back then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's big stars out there like Justin Timberlake and Rihanna and Beyonce and
And there's poor little Chris trying to compete with those.
yeah, you know.
Now, we hear that you're sort of trying to get back into music. Have you been recording some stuff?
Well, yeah, I do. I kind of, yeah, I'm always writing stuff,
Yeah.
and I'm planning on doing another album.
Cool.
I don't know. I'm not gonna, you know.
Pinpoint when, but you're
No,
working on some
I'm
stuff.
working on it, yeah.
Well, make sure you give us the exclusive, little Chris,
I
because I
will.
want to hear this stuff. Now, as you mentioned, James Bourne wrote this musical, Loserville. So, did he give you any advice when it came to music and your sort of own music stuff?
He's given me a lot of advice. Yeah. We sometimes hang out with James, and yeah, he helps us out with all the music in the show. He tells us how to sing it. You know, what way he imagines it being sung. So yeah, he's pretty cool with helping us out and stuff.
That's cool. Definitely good to have someone like James Bourne giving you
Yeah,
advice, isn't it?
he's a legend.
Yeah,
you know?
he definitely is.
Yeah.
I don't think people realise how great he is at songwriting and
Yeah, he's written a
what he
lot of.
does,
I think
yeah.
he's written like 8 #1s or something like
he's
that.
written a lot of pop hits that
Yeah.
no one knows about.
Yeah.
So apart from Loserville, what else are you working on? What else would you like to do?
After Loserville, I don't know. I've been talking to loads of people, like record companies and stuff,
Cool.
about putting another album together. But I don't know whether it'll be on the same kind of scale as what I used to do.
Would you do the? Are you quite still rocky? Do you like that sort of sound? So
Yeah.
so you'd
Yeah.
want to make it that sort of pop rocky sound.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I do. Yeah, pop rock. I do a little bit of DJing as well.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, because I used to get offered DJ sets all around the country, and at that, I think I was about 17, and I didn't really know how to DJ, and I felt really bad sort of turning up and standing there while someone else did it for me. So I got myself some decks and sort of learned how to do it.
Good on
and
you.
Then, and so I sort of go around and do that as well, which is pretty cool.
So what are your plans for 2013? Have you got anything that you'd love to achieve that you haven't yet done?
Oh, I don't know.
He seems to like, you sort of go with the flow, don't you?
I do, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sort of everything happens for a reason, and the opportunities that come, I just take and do to the best of my abilities. So,
Cool.
yeah, I'm just waiting for the next things to come along, and when they don't come along, I go out, DJ, write some music, hang out with my friends.
Cool, and you like to go on Twitter, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Do you tweet quite a lot?
I do. I'm quite bad with Twitter because I sometimes vent on there when I shouldn't do.
Oh, no.
So I sometimes get on there and sort of, you know, in a bit of a...
I hope you don't vent anything about our chat.
No,
I'd be angry about it.
I won't.
Do you tweet loads of people back? Do you get quite a lot of fans? Like,
Yeah, well,
Tweeting
I
and-
didn't have, but at the moment I've got someone pretending to be me, which is pretty weird.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's
And
frustrating.
is that person tweeting you or no? Just-
No, he's like just tweeting everyone pretending to be me and like coming up with like weird things like what he was doing at the weekend, pretending to be me. It's so weird.
That's weird.
It's so weird.
Yeah, you
But-
need to get him shut down.
Yeah, I haven't got many followers though. I think I've got 7,800, which,
That's more than me.
but that's not like, I've been told that that's not good
Nothing.
enough.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, guys, I think we need to get some followers. Why don't you plug your Twitter right now? Let's get this sorted. So what's your Twitter name?
At CJ Hardman.
So make sure you follow at CJ Hardman for
Yes.
all his exciting tweets and rants about things. Thank you so much for chatting to us today, Chris.